Before we begin, I want to offer you a simple truth. Most people don't stay stuck because they lack talent or opportunity. They stay stuck because they've let someone else's fear outrun their own desire. Today, we're going to walk into that quiet space between what you want and what you're afraid to claim, not with drama, not with panic, but with the kind of calm honesty that cuts through the noise like a clean blade. So if you've been standing at the edge of a decision, holding your breath, waiting for a sign, consider this your invitation. Not to be fearless, but to be faithful to the life that keeps calling your name. I hope you enjoy.
Change is hard, but regret hits harder. Most fears are fiction dressed in adrenaline. Prosperio orati. Most people think they're afraid of change. They swear it's the unknown that haunts them, the unfamiliar job title, the new city, the untested path. But that's a convenient lie. The deeper truth, the one most of us don't want to touch, is that we're terrified of being the one who made the call. Because when the decision is ours, the consequences are ours. The glory too. But the responsibility, it feels heavier than any risk. So we look outward. We gather opinions like armor. We ask a dozen people what they think, hoping someone else will hand us permission or blame. Anything but the weight of choosing. The safety mechanism that keeps you small. Your brain loves safety. It's a 300,000-year-old machine built for survival, not fulfillment. Uncertainty to the brain feels like danger. Vulnerability feels like exposure. Making a choice without a chorus of advisors feels like walking into the dark without a torch. So what do? We outsource our decisions. We ask others what they would do. We let their voices drown out the one voice that actually knows what we want. Our own. But here's the trap. Everyone you ask brings their own fears, their own scarcity, their own bruised history. Ask enough people, and you're no longer making a choice. You're running an emotional focus group. And focus groups don't build lives worth living. Let's name the real monster. Fear is normal. Fear is expected. Fear is even healthy. But you have to distinguish between two kinds of fear. The fear that protects you. The fear that imprisons you. Most people never learn the difference. You said, if you're scared or terrified of making the change, that's 100% normal. You're right, but here's the follow-through. Feeling fear doesn't mean the decision is wrong. It means the decision is alive. So ask yourself, with a kind of brutal kindness, what exactly am I afraid of? Not the vague cloud of dread, not the story you've rehearsed. The real thing. Is it failure? Is it judgment? Is it not being good enough? Is it losing the familiar identity you've clung to? Is it succeeding and having to live at that new altitude? Name it. Drag it into daylight. Most fears evaporate when you see their face. The story you're telling yourself. Humans are brilliant storytellers. We create catastrophes in our minds because it's safer to imagine failure than to experience possibility. When you write the ending before the beginning, you never have to risk the middle. But here's the truth. Half the things you're afraid of aren't real. They're stories you wrote to avoid responsibility. When you said, "Tell me, and I'll let you know if it's real or if it's just a story in your head," you touched on something essential. Most fears are fiction, dressed in adrenaline. Why you should stop asking other people, they're more than likely projecting their fears onto you. And here's why. When someone sees you standing at the edge of your own expansion, it threatens the part of them that chose safety instead. Your courage agitates their comfort. Your possibility pokes holes in their excuses. People will shrink your dream to fit their comfort zone. Rarely will someone expand their comfort zone to fit your dream, so stop asking. The proof you keep pretending you don't have. If you need proof or validation, you've already got it. 18 years of relevant experience. Exactly. You're already doing the work. The title is just a nameplate people cling to, so they don't have to feel their own becoming. The world delays granting titles. Life doesn't. You've already become the thing you're afraid to admit you are. The 3 questions that cut through the noise. Let's take them one at a time. 1. What are you really afraid of? Not the fog, name the shape. 2. Is that fear real, or is it a story? Most are stories. The real fears are manageable. The fictional ones are bullies that disappear when you face them. 3. What is the cost of not accepting this offer? This is the question most people avoid because the answer is sharper than fear. The cost is another year of playing small, another year of deferring to other people's opinions, another year of wearing a title that doesn't match your capacity, another year of regret quietly stacking beneath your ribs. Regret is the predator at the edge of the campfire. You ended with the cleanest truth in all of this. Change is scary, but regret scares me more. Regret is the wolf that outlives every fear. Fear fades, fear evolves, fear becomes courage in retrospect. But regret calcifies. Regret gets heavier as you age. Regret sits beside you in the dark and whispers, "You knew, and you didn't choose." You don't outrun regret. You outgrow it by choosing. This is the moment you become the author of your own life. Every life has a hinge moment, a decision where everything that comes after tilts either toward expansion or contraction. This is one of yours. You can keep asking, keep polling, keep waiting for some external green light, or you can decide that the fact you want this is already enough. Because it is. Because you are.